Hi everyone and welcome back. As you can probably hear, I am again taping outside as I haven't had the opportunity to go to a store and buy a new microphone and headphones or earplugs or whatever I'll need. But anyway, we'll do that on Saturday. So in the meantime, it's actually nice for me to enjoy the little bit of sunshine before winter comes in all earnest. Okay, it is sometimes difficult to know or decide where to start a video, particularly as one becomes more and more jaded with talking about the same issues over and over and yet seeing no positive results. So on days like today, where my mood is fluctuating between a deep sadness and exhilarating happiness for being here in Canada with my children and being able to sit at their dining room table staring out at the beautiful scenery, I find it so much easier and much more pleasurable to start with a picture of our beautiful Catherine at the BAFTA headquarters, where she was to speak at an event hosted by an addiction charity, the Forward Trust, of which she became the patron in June. For me, this red outfit, a pleated red midi skirt and matching fitted turtleneck, is Catherine's daytime equivalent to the golden evening dress. She looked absolutely stunning. So, with the silver lining acknowledged and appreciated, let's get into the business of the day. As is most often the case, our first order of business today are the Hackles and the continued drama. Firstly, Thomas Markle Sr. has now backtracked on his plans to take legal action against Harry and Meghan to gain visitation to his two grandchildren. Mr. Markle stated that he changed his mind because he did not wish to use his grandchildren as pawns in a game such as this ongoing feud between himself and the Hackles. Well, I applaud Mr. Markle for this, even though we, as YouTubers and the media, would have loved to see this play out in a court. I personally am sick and tired of all this semi-royal dirty laundry drama playing out in public. Plus, Mr. Markle is an unhealthy 70-something-year-old man who has paid his dues in life by working and providing for his family. And if they do not appreciate and respect that, then that is their loss. Mr. Markle deserves a little peace and tranquility and does not need to spend hours in a courtroom and to have people dig into his private life even more. As I'm here trying to build a relationship with my little granddaughter and listen to my children recalling stories about their grandparents, I can with confidence say that although Mr. Markle may experience a sense of loss, the biggest loss will be experienced by those children who are now not only being kept from just one grandparent, but from grandparents on both sides. It is an experience, a different kind of love and relationship those children will never experience or get elsewhere. And talking about grandparents, later today there will be a memorial party for Diana, Princess of Wales, who died in 1997, which will be hosted by Prince William and Catherine. The event will be held to thank the donors who helped fund a statue of Diana. Although Harry was at the unveiling of the statue, he will not be attending the party. The party will have about 100 guests, including Diana's closest friends, former staff, and relatives who are expected to attend. Now, I've heard a number of stories and rumors as to why Harry will not be attending the party. The one story or rumor I heard was that because Catherine will be hosting the party alongside William, Harry insisted that he be allowed to bring Meghan. And when he was told no, he decided to cut his nose to spite his face and advised his brother that in that case he will not be attending either. The other rumor is that Harry is missing the event in favor of a number of business meetings, which, if I am to guess, I would rather go with the first option or the first guess. Okay, so today's video is flowing nicely, and thus, as we had just mentioned Harry and business meetings in the same sentence, let's have a quick look at his latest business venture, or supposed business venture. Yes, once again I had to stifle a giggle when I read about Meghan and Harry's partnership with a sustainable banking firm. Now, first and foremost, I looked up the meaning of the word sustainable in the Merriam-Webster dictionary, and it is described as 1, capable of being sustained, 2, of relating to or being a method of harvesting or using a resource so that the resource is not depleted or permanently damaged. And then it gives synonyms as to give support or relief to supply with sustenance, nourish, keep up, prolong, etc. Okay, now to date, Meghan and Harry have sustained absolutely nothing. They've not sustained their relationships with their families, their friends, their staff. They have not sustained their deal with Spotify, as we have not heard a single podcast from them since December 2020. They've not as yet sustained their Netflix deal, as we are yet to see anything produced by them. So yes, shame. Old Megsy and a handbag have an issue when it comes to sustainability. But let's look at the announcement itself in the New York Times, and it reads, "The Duke and Duchess of Sussex announced that they had become impact partners at Ethic, a sustainable investment firm, on October the 12th. Okay, now firstly, why drag the royal titles, the British royal titles, into a deal made by Meghan and Harry, who are now living in the United States and who should not be using their titles in the United States? Secondly, what on earth is an impact partner? Will they be having some kind of decision-making role in the business itself? I highly doubt that. So how else will they have an impact on the business conducted by Ethics? Now, when it comes to Ethic itself, behind all the flowery speech and word salad, Ethic is nothing more nor anything less than an investment banking firm, and their business is to make money for the investors. And when you pick away at all the hippie hype and the offices where guys go to work in jeans and t-shirts and their dogs roam freely and look beyond the topics on their website, topics like go to the park every weekend, meditate every afternoon, etc., you will find that Ethic is no different from any other corporate organization in New York who is out to make money for the investors. If an investor should come to them and choose to invest in Fox Corporation or Amazon or anything or anyone else, they'll do it. They do not really care. They just want to make money, even though they say they are doing it slightly differently. Well, if half an hour's meditation helps you make a better investment on your client's behalf, then why the heck not? Go for it, bro. Just do not pretend you are saving the earth by doing so, because that is just comical, I think. Anyway, back to Harry and Meghan. God alone knows what their role in this partnership is. Maybe they invested the money in Archie's piggy bank with Ethic, or maybe their titles are again just being used to attract other clients. I certainly do not know for sure. But maybe Harry has been promoted from chimpo to gorilla. I honestly do not know. What I find even more hilarious is that of the £1.3 billion Ethic has under its management, it holds approximately £5 million or $6.9 million in Facebook shares, $32 million in Alphabet, the Google parent company for YouTube, and a $2 million investment in Twitter. So what happened with Meghan and Harry criticizing and speaking out against social media and describing social media as a lawless space where misinformation is rampant? I guess when someone talks money with the Hackles, they tend to suffer from instant memory loss. And while we are like a crowd at a tennis match, bobbing our heads between the headlines coming from the UK and the US, the poor Queen has now decided to give up her evening gin cocktail before dinner. Shame. I'm not so sure it's quite the right time for Her Majesty to give up alcohol. But never mind. If it's better for her health, then so be it. Okay, friends, I still have a number of things I would like to address, but I've decided to keep the content rather light today. So I'll be back tomorrow with some more weighty issues. That is, if my mood allows for it. But until then, please take good care of yourselves, and until we meet on the next video, bye!